All right, guys, let's talk about the listing manager. Now, the listing manager is going to save you a ton of time when it comes to constructing your listing. So let's go ahead and choose one of our products. The only product here that I have as a parent child is this sleep mask for women. So we have 235 keywords. Let's go ahead and jump into it just to show we have no filters on. We're going to go scroll down, and we do indeed have 235 keywords. Some of them we are indexed, some of them we are not indexed. Let's head on over to the listing manager. Now the listing manager, as you can see, is our parent and our child. So as I select each one, a different listing is loaded. Actually, let's go ahead and show that here. So I select on this one. As you can see, the D's go away. I select this one, and the D's come back. So you, of course, can build your listing unique per, let's say, color, per size, etc. And you can go ahead and save it for that particular child. Now let's go ahead and delete a bunch of this information. So we can imagine that we are starting with a brand new product. So I'm going to delete all these bullet points. Search terms are really long. They shouldn't be that long considering the new terms of service change, which is 250 characters, not including spaces. If you're curious on that terms of service, it's right there. Okay. So what I like to do is construct my listing based upon the word level. Over here, as we see, we have single words, and I'm going to go ahead and uncheck these numbers here. These numbers here are TSIs. The high search volume is the tens, and the lowest is obviously 0. So I'm going to go ahead and focus on just my tens in the beginning. Now, before I dive into that, some people like to construct a listing at the phrase level. By default, we leave the 6 through 10s on. So if you're a person who likes to construct a listing based upon the phrase level, you can go ahead and select, let's just say, as you begin to use them, use the other TSIs. So you can go ahead and just click on the one, but as you can see, they get pretty long here and a little bit harder to manipulate. That's why we turn the majority of them off in the beginning, and then you could slowly turn them on. So going back to the word level construction, as you can see, I have all my fields, my titles, description, bullet points, search terms, and even subject matter. What I can begin to do then is actually construct my listing. I like to do it again at the word level, and then my highest volume keywords in my title. Title is by far the best place to put keywords in, followed by the backend search term field, followed by the bullet points. Completely ignoring subject matter. Let's ignore that for now, because some people do not have subject matter. So what I would do here is I would say, let's say amazing black sleep mask. All right. So what's going to happen is, as you can see, the keywords disappear because I used them in my listing. Now, to answer your question before you ask, do you repeat keywords? The answer is yes and no at the same time. Okay. If the keyword putting it in multiple locations increases your relevancy percentage, then yes, repeat the keyword. If it does not increase your relevancy percentage, then do not repeat the keyword. And one more note, if you're not indexed, I would move around a keyword until I am indexed. So again, repeat if it increases your relevancy percentage. If you don't know what relevancy percentage is, go back to the other video to watch the video on the relevancy percentage. Now that I'm done with those high 10s, I'm going to go down to my 9s. And so amazing black sleep mask, I can say for sleeping, and sleeping goes away, and then I could say I am mask. So here I'm slowly constructing my listing. Let's say there's a field that I don't wish to count. Let's just say I don't ever want to count bullet points in my constructum of my listing. So I can copy these out, and as you can see, they come back. I'm going to go ahead and put into my bullet points, and they're gone, and I can go ahead and hit disable. Now what that's going to do is not count whatever is inside of this bullet point towards those single words being used. So let's just say I'm done with my bullet point. I can go ahead and minimize it so it's out of my way, and I can continue to build the rest of my listing. I can put these in my title. They go away. I can go ahead now use my 8s. No 8s. I can move my 7s. I only have 2 7s. And as you can see, these are the phrases that make up those 7s. I can go ahead and copy these out. Let's just say, put on my second bullet point, and they disappear. There we go. Okay. This kind of a hidden feature which no one knows about, but I'm going to dive into right now, is a really cool feature. Let's just say it is a 1. Okay, let's just say there's one that I really do not like apnea. Okay, sleep apnea mask for men. This is a sleep mask. This is not for apnea, which goes over your nose to help you breathe. Really cool feature is you can actually right click and actually move to archive. What that is going to do is take this phrase and archive it. And it doesn't matter how many phrases. Let's say there is, say one that has a little bit more. So this one has 2. Sleep mask, kids girl, and child sleep mask girl. I can right click, move to archive, and it's going to go ahead and archive these 2 phrases. So it's a great quick way to do a second glance to make sure that you're not focused on keywords that you don't care about. So as I come in here and go, wow, I missed this keyword here during my cleanup process, I can go ahead and right click, move to archive, click yes, I'm sure, and that sucker is gone. He is gone from the list here, and now that phrase is archived. So a really cool little feature. Now, once I'm done with my listing, I could go ahead and click save listing, and I could say version 4 with no ones, because I didn't include any ones. I'm going to hit save, and now this is my listing. I can go ahead and manage my history of my listings, see all of my versions. So this one is from December. As you can see, here's my from December. This one is from January. As you can see, this one is this is the previous one that it was, and of course the one I just did today. As you can see, it's pretty basic. And then I can go ahead and come down here and load selected. So let's just say I screwed up, I want to go back. I could do load selected. And from there, as you can see, let me expand that. As you can see, my bullet points are back. I can go ahead and again say manage history, come on over and load today's version. It's a great way to stay organized, especially if you're going to do some split tests between version 1 and version 2 to find out which one converts better. And that is really about it. Oh, one last thing, pull from Amazon. Pull from Amazon is if you have a listing, it's not brand new, and you want to go out and grab the listing, you can go ahead and, of course, your listing still has to be in existence. I can go over here and click pull from Amazon. It's going to go out and communicate with Amazon and pull down that information so I have a better starting point. So I don't have to start from scratch. And it looks like this product is probably does not exist in the Amazon catalog anymore. It's not my product. I have no idea whose product this is. Anyway, so that's the long and short of it. If you have questions, let me know about the listing manager, and talk to you soon.